Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. Today, I'm sitting with someone very fabulous. Very, very fabulous. Jaime Bethel with Fab's Family Medical Transport out of Danville, Virginia.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me. It's so awesome.
Yes, I'm so excited to talk to you today because you come in, we've never met before, we talk through email, and then you come in and you are fabulous.
Why, thank you.
You are so fabulous.
The only way to be is fabulous. I mean, why not?
I love it.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
what a perfect name for your business.
Exactly.
And I want to get to know Fab's Family Medical Transport. I want to get to know you.
Okay.
And everything you have going on.
Okay, fabulous.
So let's first talk about kind of your background and what led you to where you are today.
So I worked in the ER for 10 years. And I seen patients that needed transportation, either to go home or to another hospital. And they had to wait for hours and hours at a time, sometimes to the next day. And I said, you know what? I'm going to open a transportation business. And we prayed about it. And I went home and I told my husband, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I got that look like, okay, you're crazy. You're going to start a transportation business. And it took me about a year to get all, the hoops jumped through and all the things. And one day I said, okay, here's my 2 weeks notice. I'm doing it.
Good for you.
There we go.
And you just celebrated a year.
Yes.
So that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And, you have the idea because you're seeing people that just don't have transportation. Take me through that. What is that like when they're just sitting there and they have no one to pick them up and take them back home?
So imagine your mama's at the hospital.
Sure.
And she needs a ride home. She can't get in your car. She needs a stretcher, and there's just nobody to come get her. That was the problem. I mean, it's unacceptable to, not have somebody that's like, hey, you need to go home. I'm coming to get you.
Wow. Wow. And so how do you even begin to start something like this?
Like all the research?
Yeah, so you had to do lots of research.
Lots of research. You have to go through like the city council of every town. You have to get contracts with people so they'll call you for the patients. Lots of things like money, cost lots of money.
Right.
To buy ambulances and all the things that go in it and all the things. So it took a year from the time I said, I'm going to do this. It took almost a year to the day before I actually ran my first call.
Wow. And so you're like, okay, everyone knows that I'm out here. I'm ready. What was it like receiving that first call? How did it make you feel?
It was amazing. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Our very first call actually came out of Carilion and Roanoke.
Really?
Yes. They said, hey, we have somebody that needs to come back to Danville. Can you come get them? I said, we're on the way.
Ah,
We are on the way. It was just amazing.
that sounds like an amazing feeling.
Right.
I mean, as business owners, we don't really talk about the small beginnings. And we were
Exactly.
just talking about it before we started filming because, as you know, guys, we're in this media room that's not finished. And so we were talking about, it may be a little hot in here. And you're like, I love small beginnings.
Yes, I love it.
So appreciative. And so, we don't tend to talk about that first call and that first moment. And then after that first call, what happens next? You start receiving more and more?
More and more and more. And then it got so many, I had to buy more trucks and I had to hire more people. And now we have 4 trucks. We started with 1. And then somebody that I bought my first truck from, he said, you can't run a business just one ambulance. I'm going to sell you another one for $1.
Wow.
And that was nothing but God. God has his hand in this thing from the very beginning to this very day.
Helping
Nothing but
people.
God. Yes, absolutely. And we're looking to buy our 5th ambulance now.
Congratulations in a year.
Yes.
So how many employees do you have now?
We have 27 employees.
What? Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was looking at your Facebook page and you celebrate your employees.
Absolutely.
And it just looks like a really great company. And I mean, I would definitely want them to call you to take me if I needed it.
Absolutely.
So tell me about your culture, your company culture. What do you do for your employees, and what's it like to work for Fabs?
So actually today at lunchtime, we have a monthly meeting around the middle of the month, every month, and I give out perfect attendance bonuses. I have a cookout for them, or pizza, or whatever they decide they'd like to have for the day. And I do employee of the month, so whoever has done above and beyond, they all get gift cards for perfect attendance and for employee of the month. And I'm always open to, is there anything else I can do? Because I'm new to the EMS world. So I come from the hospital side, and crossing over was a very learning experience.
I bet.
So I'm always asking, what can we do different? Is everything okay? And
Take me through that, because you're on the hospital side and now you're on the EMS side. And as an outsider looking in, it just seems like patient care, right? And we're all just trying to help people. But take me through, what was that transition like, and what are the differences, and how can we work together more with hospitals and EMS?
So in the hospital side, it's more like controlled and other than, the craziness that comes in from EMS. And then on the EMS side, learning a lot of things that I had to learn about was insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance is crazy. But like the EMS side, like running 911 calls. So like if grandma is sitting in the hospital waiting on somebody to get them, and then an ambulance comes in with another patient, they don't have a bed because that person's still in there. You see what I'm saying? So that is another thing that we help out with a lot. And working together, just being understanding for each side, like the hospital side doesn't understand the EMS side and vice versa. So if everybody could just be more understanding of, this is what I have to do, we're coming, we're on the way, things like that.
All work together. And you are looking for more talent, correct?
Absolutely.
And so what are the requirements to work for Fabs?
So you have to be an EMT or higher.
Okay.
So you EMT or paramedic. We just hired another paramedic the other day, and we're looking for one more EMT.
Wow.
Because we just got a vent, so we can transport patients that are on ventilators.
You are doing amazing things. Okay,
Yes.
so what area do you service? How far will you go out?
So we do Danville, Martinsville, Halifax, Lynchburg, Roanoke.
So everywhere, really?
Yeah. And we can go to North Carolina, but I can't transport from North Carolina to Virginia yet. I'm working on it.
Yes.
It's hoops to jump through.
I understand. I totally understand when you're talking about going to different states, but I know you'll do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I mean, working on your 5th ambulance, you can transport people with vents. I mean, you are so driven.
Got to do it.
And you walk in, you're like, I'm fabulous today, and you are the brand. How did you come up with the name?
So whenever somebody asks me how I'm doing, I'm always fabulous.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah.
And I mean, nobody wants to hear your problems anyway, so just be fabulous.
Let's go.
Yes.
So what are you did say you're getting a 5th ambulance and you want to get the North Carolina stuff taken care of. What other future plans do you have? I'm
going to have a helicopter.
Okay. All right. Tell me about that.
My end game, after I'm going to spread out. So smaller, I'm going to spread out to other cities. I'm working on that now. But my end game is a helicopter. Sparkly, pink, and fabulous.
I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for this.
You will see it. You will see it.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I mean, have you always been this driven?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, okay, a helicopter or more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're going to be all over the place.
Absolutely.
I mean, you have me so excited. And I am so excited about your future plans. What can people expect when you pick them up and transport them?
Okay.
What is the service that people can expect from Fabs?
So all of my employees, they don't have to be fabulous, but they do have to be respectable and efficient and, we treat our patients like they're our very own family.
Yeah.
So when we show up, you can expect family to come pick you up. Always.
Now, question, because I just don't know this world. If I now know about FABs, and if I find myself in a situation where I need transport, can they decide who they want? So if I'm in the hospital, I can say, I don't want anyone but FABs to transport
You can
me.
absolutely tell the nurse and the secretary, hey, I would like FABs to come get me, and they'll call.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So anyone, if you're in need, call FABs.
Absolutely.
And so how can people find you? What do you want people to know going into this episode and after this airs?
So they can reach me. You want me to give them my phone number?
You sure can.
The phone number is 434-770-1220. We're located in Danville, but we do travel outside of Danville. And we'll come take care of you.
Yes.
And we accept all insurances.
Okay, good to
all
know.
Insurances, yep. So things like Medicaid and stuff, they'd have to call Medicaid directly and say, hey, I have a doctor's appointment. We'd want FABs, and then the insurance will call me. Yep.
It sounds like you make this so simple for everyone and take that stressful side
Absolutely.
off of everything. And you know, I'm just really excited to see your growth. I can't wait to follow your journey. And everyone out there watching and listening, please, like if you are in need of this service, call FABs because they're
Absolutely.
fabulous.
Yes.
And they will take care of you. And Facebook, look at them on Facebook. They're always posting about their employees and their needs. And it's just really great to watch. Congratulations on 1 year.
Thank you,
Super
ma'am.
proud. And I am just thrilled to have someone as driven as you sitting here today.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for watching and listening. Continue to rate, review, and subscribe. Check us out on YouTube. Do all the things. You know what to do. Thank you again, Jamie.
You're welcome.
And make sure you call FABs Family Medical Transport if you are in need of that service. We will talk to you next week. Bye.